it. And so the law has put in place different articles on how to help these children access rights just like other rights. We've seen rights on inclusive education, we've seen rights on health, rights on family care, rights on life, just like you said. But still, we notice that there is a lot that is still not happening. These children are still going through a lot. You find that I'll relate this again to the lockdown, the recent issue. There are very many cases of sexual violence that have been arising and child abuse. But if you look at the largest percentage of the people who have been victimized by these situations, you'll find that there are children who are disabled. They are raped, they are defiled, they are abused in very, their rights are abused in very many ways. But very few of them come out to seek justice. And even when they come out, it's rare for the society to believe or to support them just because they are termed as disabled. They are considered out of place, they are left behind. But then still we have it in the settings, it's everywhere that the law has been put in place to solve such challenges. What do you think are the challenges that are still limiting the law from solving the challenges that these children are going through?
Yeah, most of the challenges are now individual in nature. For example, you take an example, or you draw an inference to the inferiority complex that these people have. Okay, it's somehow subjective, but then truth be told,
Don't you think
sometimes
this inferiority comes when the society shows them that they are inferior? Because you'll notice that even most parents who give birth to children with disabilities, they show them from the youngest age that they are inferior to the other children around them or to the society. They'll always make them feel like
they are
they
undeserving.
have they are limited, like their life is limited in one way or the other.
Yeah, so yeah, that is the fact of it. The fact of it. But then sometimes, as an individual, you have to stand out. Sometimes you have to accept that society is not going to see me in a certain way, and I have to stand out for myself. Thanks to Prince V organization that they are standing out, identify themselves. So such inferiority, if that inferiority is driven away by such organizations, such purposes, then maybe help would be gotten. I would rise up and go to court over a violation of my right. But if I step back just because society has said this, then I'm not benefiting at the end of the day. I'm not supporting the rights that are being advocated for, that are actually benefiting me as a person. So if I wipe out that inferiority that I have inside me, because it starts with me, I might be told something a thousand times, but if I don't come out to believe it, they want to make my body believe it, then it won't work out. So if inferiority is sharpened and it's wiped out by the people themselves, the disabled, then it would serve an advantage to even the law. The other point is what you've been talking about is the social stigma, that these people are stigmatized by the society itself. So if society is sensitized, is educated, is sharpened, because truth is in Africa, as we're not going to talk about Uganda as a specific country, but Africa wise, there is a lot of illiteracy that comes with everything. And this should not be ignored because it's something that you have to learn, that you have to go to class to learn, that I have to treat this person the same way because you come from different customs. So if that thing is put into the customary understandings, teachings, family basis, clan basis, tribe basis, even if it's put on the television, social media, and it's forced to, people are forced to look at this thing in a certain way, it can help out. It's better than not doing it at all. So social stigma should be wiped out still on an individual basis. The other thing that might come with delaying the rights to be evaluated the way we want them to. It's because of economic reasons. There are certain things that you have to pull out our pockets and make them go through. So, for example, when you look at the blind,
Okay.
they need braille textbooks. That they need braille textbooks to see that they get the education, the learning that they need. But we cannot leave the fact that they are expensive. They're expensive. So you look at also that part. So maybe society would start now looking at sensitizing or regulating people to raise funds to get these things to these people that need them. It would serve better because the law is not going to do everything. The law is going to regulate, and then the activists should make it go through. Should sensitize such organizations. Should make things go through. So maybe now the pressure should be put on such organizations, on such individuals, than on the law itself, because the law has worked its way, it has made its path, and it's now the people to follow that path in a certain way.
All right. So, yeah, sure. Yeah. So, on that very note, we've looked at the law and what it has tried to do, and why the various measures that have been put in place have actually not attained the goal yet. Maybe we can also dive into what do we think can be added to be put as an added measure for the goal, which is the equality between the two categories of children to be achieved. What do you think should? All right. Thank you, Mr. David Onyango, for the contribution you've given in. Just a reminder, we are from Prince V Charity Initiative. We are focused on helping the children living with disabilities attain their rights just like any other child there, support them with the basic needs, and influence them, inspire them, like, because most of them are talented and they can do a lot to fit in the society. Thank you.